how are you, my class 10 English version students? Today I am going to select very important topics for your next SSC exam. Here I just select two categories. First category is the sexual determination and another is the sex inherited or the sex linked disorder. Our first topic is the basically sexual determination. I just draw basically two structure. This two structure is first signing structure is the female and the another structure is the male. Here's the female. I just draw basically the XX. This structure is XX and the another structure is the male. This chromosome is the XY. Here's the XX and the XY. Basically this structure is the sexual chromosome. And the another structure I just write, this structure is basically 44 chromosome or the 22 pairs. And the another structure is the 44 chromosomes or the 22 pairs. Basically they are the 43 pairs chromosome or the 46 chromosomes, and it's also the human structure. Our first structure is the determination of human sex. In human and other mammal, sex is determined in the same way. In the cells of the human body, the number of chromosomes in 46ie. Here's this structure is the 46ie or the 23 pairs. Among them 22 pairs, total number are 44 are autosomes and the remaining pair in the sex chromosomes. Basically, they are the two structures. First structure is the autosomes or the 44 chromosomes and another structure is the XX. They are the sexual chromosomes, and also then the structure is the 44 chromosomes is the autosomal chromosomes and another structure is the XY. They are the sexual chromosomes. Here I just select the determination of human sex. Autosomes play a role in the physiological and embryonic development and the formation of the body of organisms, which have no part in determining sex. The two sex chromosomes are marked with the X and the Y. Here's the structure. I just fill the haploid structure. This structure is X and another structure is X. They are also the haploid structure, and another structure is X and another structure is Y, and they are also the haploid structure. Here's the haploid structure. We know about the haploid structure. Basically only one chromosome is also the haploid and the two chromosomes they are the diploid. Here's the two sex chromosomes are marked with X and Y. They play a significant role in determining sex. In females, in the diploid cells, both sex chromosomes are X, IE or the XX. In males, the two chromosomes, one is X and the other is Y. Both the chromosomes are long in structure and rod-shaped, but the Y chromosome is shorter than the X chromosomes. I just write basically these two structure chromosomes, they are like this structure is the rod-shaped structure, and the XY chromosomes is the another structure is the this, and this structure is the short. Basically X chromosome is long and the Y chromosome is short. At the time of the development of the egg, meiosis occurs and every X possesses an X chromosomes along with other chromosomes. But in case of a male, at the time of the formation of sperms, half the number of sperms contains an X chromosome and the other half number of sperms contain the Y chromosomes. An egg can be fertilized with the either type of X or Y. Then our next structure is the fertilization or the spermatation. Here's the fertilization. I just linked with the XX or the female XX, and it's also the girl or the XX chromosome, female chromosome, and another structure is the X and this structure is Y, and it's also the male structure. Again I just write this the X and also the X. This structure is the basically female, and the another structure is X and this structure is Y. It's also the male. Here's the fertilization. Only one sperm X or Y of father successfully fertilized with the mother X-bearing egg during gestation. So, the sex of the future child depends. It's also very important topic. Please everyone underline these lines. So, the sex of the future child depends on which sperm fertilized with egg. So, a zygote can have both the chromosomes as type X or can have one X and the other Y. The baby which is born having both the chromosomes as X, IE or XX will be a baby girl, and the baby who is born with one chromosome of type X and the other one of Y will be a baby boy. In determining sex, a mother plays no role because the mother always produces X containing only an X chromosome. So, it's our conclusion that on the other hand, the father produces sperms having both the type X and also the Y. And father also that depends the who is the boy and who is the girl. Our next structure is the sexual linked or the sex-linked disorder. What's the meaning of the sex-linked disorder? Basically, they are also the advantages, not only advantages, basically disadvantages about the X and also the Y. Now, genetics disorder. In some genetic diseases, a mutation occurs in gene of sex chromosome. This type of disease are called sex-linked disorder, as the size of Y chromosome is comparatively short and are less genes on it. In most cases, sex-linked disorders occur due to the mutation of X chromosome. What's the meaning of the mutation? I just draw this. Basically, this structure is the one structure is the chromosome. This structure is chromosome and another structure is the chromosome. I just draw this. When this structure and this structure linked, basically it is also the red structure and it's also the white structure. When they are also the linked, they also the linked, basically red structure, and this structure is the white structure. And this, the another name is the mutation. Here, these types of diseases are called sex-linked disorder, as the size of Y chromosome is comparatively short and there are less genes on it. In most cases, sex-linked disorders occur due to the mutation of X chromosome. In female, there are basically two X chromosomes. Even if one X chromosome is affected by mutation, symptoms of genetic disorders are never expressed as the other X chromosome remains normal. Two X chromosomes in a female are unlikely to have the same type of mutation. So, a female is not usually affected by sex-linked disorder, but merely acts as a carrier. The person who is not affected by sex-linked disorder but carries the mutant gene of the sex-linked disorder is called a carrier. In genes of male, there is only one X chromosome, so they do not act as carrier. Rather, they show the symptoms of sex-linked disorders directly if only the X chromosome is affected. Basically, this structure is the X chromosome and the another structure is X chromosome. When I signing this structure, is also the carrier, and when I just signing this structure, they are also the affected. Now, the colorblind or color blindness. Here's the example about the sex-linked disorder. It's the A is the colorblind or the color blindness. Color blindness is a condition when someone cannot properly identify colors. To identify colors, we have pigments in our optical nerve cells. If colorblind, the patient is deficient of color identifying pigments in other optical nerve. If someone lacks a single pigment, then he would not be able to differentiate red and green. This is the universal problem of our color blindness. If lacking more than one pigment besides red and green, the patient cannot differentiate the colors blue and yellow. 1 man out of 10, yes, 1 man out of 10 is colorblind. In comparison, a very few number of women suffer from this problem. So color blindness basically only the affected the male. Along with heredity, some medicines such as taking hydroxychloroquine for the treatment of rheumatism triggers a side effect causing color blindness by disintegrating the color pigment in the eyes. Advice from a registered ophthalmologist can be a solution to cope with the color blindness. Here, my dear students, I just draw about the Punnett square. What is the meaning of the Punnett square? And I just explain the affected and the carrier. Here, please everyone take a copy books and I just explain this structure. Here's the structure father. Father is the affected X prime and Y. This structure is the father, is also the affected. And the another structure is the mother or the female. Its structure is the basically 1 prime, X prime and the another structure is X. They are also the carrier. Here I just draw the Punnett square. Here's the Punnett square. I just draw this structure. In the first structure is the male and another structure is the female. Here's the male. I just draw this structure is X prime and the another structure is Y. And the carrier structure of mother cells. Here's the mother cells is the X prime and another structure is X prime and another structure is X. Then it's also the another meaning is the carrier. Here's when I just linked and the X prime and the X prime. Yes, they are affected. And the another structure is X prime and the X. Yes, they are also only the carrier. And another structure is X prime and the Y. They are also the affected, and the X and also the Y, basically they are healthy baby. Dear students, it's also the another name is the Punnett square or the checkerboard. Basically this structure, the another name is the checkerboard. My dear students, today I just explain about the determination of human sex. Hope everyone is know now. It's also the correctly, and please everyone try this and also the memorize this. And the another structure is the genetics disorder. Here's the genetics disorder. I just also select today only the color blind or color blindness. Basically color blindness is also the affect the optical nerve cells. Today I just explain these two category. Thank you.